First, I would like to say 안녕하세요, which is Korean way of formal way of saying hello. It's like to people who are usually strangers to you or people who are usually older than you. And also, I would like to talk about one interesting history about Korean food. And it would have to involve a clay, which is an earthenware, and it's called ongi. It would look like this. And this is usually a clay, an earthenware, which is made with hand and then clay and water. And then it will be cooked in an oven for a really long time, and you would have to keep repeating the process until it's perfect. And this is used for fermentation of cabbages or any other Korean foods that you would try. Now, interesting history of Korean food. Now I'll talk about Korean barbecue, health, and kimchi. As for anyone who tried Korean food, it's good. According to a food critic, M.H. Reed, she made a compliment stating that grills are set flush into all tables and the beef is excellent. To explain more about the grill part, if you go to a Korean restaurant, usually every table has grills. And if you order meat, they would, of course, heat it up for you. And the server would serve you with meats first. But then you have a choice of cooking your own meat or the server cooking it for you. But I would recommend cooking it for yourself because it's more interesting and it's more fun. And the beef is usually marinated with Korean beef, Korean barbecue sauce. It's very aesthetic and it includes soy sauce, garlic, and onion, and other herbs to increase the flavoring. Usually the beef is kept with the sauce for a really long period of time, about 48 hours or more than that, in order for the beef to suck up the juice or the sauce. Some of the example of the meats that are cooked with the sauce would be, first one is galbi, and it has bone in it. Usually with hand, or if you want it, the server will cut it off for you with scissors. And the second one would be bulgogi. It's also about the same kind, but there's a distinction between the flavor and how long you cook it for. And also there is a spicy Korean beef, which I forgot to print out the picture of, but it just looks like this, but it's more red. And it's just more spicy. I would have to say I took my friend to a Korean restaurant and he told me that he really didn't like the food, but after he tried it, he became a fan of this. Korean food is considered very healthy, and according to a study done by Kim Nam about LAK and HAK, which is less accumulated Koreans and highly accumulated Koreans, due to Korean Americans' lengthy stay in US, they appear to have higher body weights and BMIs, which is the body mass index. American food, I would have to say, is very high in nutrients, but it would have too much sugar or salt or carbs, which may get you to be big. That's the negative part. I would have to say the most bad part about American food, including salt, would be that later you have more heart-related diseases to too much salt intake. Still, I would have to say I like American food though. One of the most famous Korean food would consider kimchi. It's pretty worldwide known, and it is very important to Korean diets. Usually, if you go to a Korean restaurant, they would have a side dish of kimchi or any other vegetables that you would ask for, and then also you would get a rice, which is always comes with the meal. During the Vietnam War, to show how important the kimchi was to Koreans, Korean president sent a mail to American President Lyndon Johnson during the Vietnam War to send kimchi to the Vietnam Korean soldiers. To do this, he sent a prime minister named Chung Nam-il to America to meet the President Lyndon Johnson, and then told him that he would like to send more kimchi to the Korean soldiers. And during the visit, Chung Nam-il to the Lyndon Johnson in America, he kind of told the president that he actually missed kimchi more than his wife. Korean also has a mysterious idea that kimchi is a cure-all, and it's during the SARS. Everybody knows SARS, right? Mm-hmm. It was very epidemic in Asian countries, but then Koreans who had a kimchi in their diet did not contract SARS from other people. Also, it is known to reduce cancer or any other known diseases. And I would like to recommend everyone to try Korean barbecue and kimchi. But also, I recommend other Korean foods which are also good. And even if you don't like the taste of it, you should still try it as a medicine. Thank you.